And then we move on to a little examination into the history of the Salt Lake City Temple. It's actually one of my favorite buildings. I'm trying to show you a few of my favorite buildings in this presentation. Just something about this very magical, almost like a Disney-esque castle. Something very epic about it. And then we do actually have photographic evidence of the supposed construction of this, but keep in mind I've shown you that they had, when they did, in this time frame, the ability to manipulate photos and to manipulate the scale of photos and create optical illusions in photos. But we see that in 1865 there's nothing at this site, and then all of a sudden in 1870 they've just got the big turnabuckle, is that how you say it? Turnabuckle, something like that, you know what I mean. Just no construction photos of that. It just appears, just manifests into the third dimension. And then we see over the next 10 years there is photographic evidence of just slowly building this up, right? Until we get to about 88. It goes a bit more, 89, and we can kind of see the top of it being built out there. So in the space of like 10 years, they've built this temple out, so we're told. Okay, just keep it in mind. And then they've recently done some renovations and they had to dig into the foundation, and again they just found this part of the building just completely submerged, an older part of the building, and it goes deep. It goes 14 feet for the granite foundation, and then it goes into a sub-foundation sandstone of these bigger bricks, almost like megalithic bricks. Look at the size of this guy compared to these bricks. So just keep that in mind as well. Something much older, something very suspicious here going on. And I wanted to then show you this. So this is one of the panoramic maps made of Salt Lake City in 1870. And this shows that a population of just under 13,000 people inhabiting this land. Let's not talk about the grid layout yet, but let's talk and discuss why a fully built out Salt Lake City Temple is being shown on a map in 1870 when supposedly they haven't even laid the foundation stone at that point. Yet here we have it fully built out amongst a fully built out grid of Salt Lake City. Somebody tell me what is going on here. 1870, so there's still another 10 years to go yet until they would have finished this. Yet here it is, fully built out, 12,000 people at 10,000 feet elevation in Utah, in Salt Lake City. Where and how? Where have they got the resources to build this? They should again be focusing on, pursuing sustainable agriculture, on sheltering from the elements, from finding, a sustainable, clean source of water, food production. But no, we're just going to build a grandiose castle, one of the most epic, grandiose temples in the world. We're just going to build it. There's only 13,000 of us. We haven't really got much else going on out here in the middle of the mountains. And then who have we got here? The boys are in town. The boys are back. Boys are rolling in with the goods. The boys are in the goods. So this isn't the only piece of evidence to go off of Salt Lake City in 1870. We then have another panoramic map which shows Salt Lake City in 1875. And it's the same story here, where we have a fully kitted out Disney temple right here. Same grid-like pattern, from a different orientation this time though, different vantage point. But again, Very hard to believe. Utah Central. Oh, look at that. Utah Central Railway. So again, you know, not maybe at like 20,000 people this time, and just 75. So again, it shouldn't have been built yet. It didn't finish off until, you know, 1890. Yeah, here we are. Utah, 1875. Now, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think it's solely down to just artistic depiction of what it's going to look like and that's why it's there? Or do you think that it was already there and they've just, you know, drew it on as they saw it? What is your thoughts? I would like to know. If you enjoyed this presentation and feel inspired to support both yourself and this channel, then head over to primalalchemy.co.uk. Awaken your potential with the world's only visionary health brand. Discover our collection of tonic herbal elixirs, rare crystals, and holistic health technologies. All chosen and created with intention, so you can focus on the energy you bring into your life. Whether you're grounding yourself, seeking clarity, or elevating your routine, Primal Alchemy supports every step of your journey. Use code REBUS10 for 10% off all superfood elixirs at primalalchemy.co.uk.